Greetings everyone. 11.4 was on spanning trees, and part of that, at the end of the session, we discussed the method of backtracking. That was an important part of using trees. So what we have is just it's a problem that you try to solve, and you look at all possible solutions. You try to generate solutions, and each time you have to do several moves, and some moves get stuck, and then then you say, okay, that doesn't go, so I have to go back up. What did I do wrong? And so in the previous stage, if possible, you make a different choice, and if not, you go a stage further. That is the back up. So this is the backtracking method. So one of the things that we had seen is we have a bunch of numbers, and we have to find numbers so that they add up to 41, and we can only use every number once. Okay, so the way that it works is you start with the empty tree, which has, of course, value. So there's a value here that is, of course, 0. And what's the first thing you do? It's a greedy algorithm. We try to get as big numbers as possible. We want to get it over with as quickly as possible. So we take 32, which, of course, has value 32. And so what is left, we have to make another 9, right? So we see the first choice we can make is 32 together with 8. And that would give me 40. But it's clear that this is a dead end, right? So this is a, let me put it perhaps red. There's nothing I can do here anymore because there's no 1. So I have to, that's when the first time I backtrack and go to 32, say, okay, I should take the next available choice, and that is 7. Okay, that gives me the value 39. But again, I'm stuck because the only thing that's left is 3, and that doesn't make me go where I want to go. So again, a dead end. So can I do something else? Yeah, there's one more choice, which we know it's not going to work, because if we take 32 and 3, that adds up to 35, but there's nothing left anymore. So again, a dead end. Okay? So this tells me it cannot be 32. So the next possibility is that it is 29. So I take 29. And so what are my possibilities here? I cannot take 13, that would be too big. So the first available one that I have is 8. So I take 29 and 8. That adds up 37. So I need another 4, but that's not there. Well, we don't know that. So we can still pick something. We cannot pick 7, but we can still pick 3. So you have to work out a tree to its very end, although you might already see that it's not possible. So at this point, we see that we end up to 40. But now we have nothing to choose anymore. So that's why you have to go all the way up to there. So I want you to make this tree in the quiz and show me to its very end, right? You have to show me that you exhausted every possibility. So we backtrack up to 29 and 8, but we didn't have any other choice anymore, right? The 3 was the lowest choice, the only choice available. So we have to back up even one further. So we have to back up here and take 29 together with 7. That was the next thing that we can do. That adds up to 36. So as long as we stay below 41, we can keep going, and we can still take 3. So this gives me 39, but then I have nothing left anymore, so again, this is a dead end. So what about 27? I'm getting, things are getting a little bit crowded here, so I'm going to put my 27 here. 27. Okay, what can I do next? I think 13 is the first one that I can add to it, right? So 27 and 13, that is 30, 40. Adds up to 40, but that's a dead end because there's nothing else I can choose. So, okay, what about 27 and 8? That's 35. So what can I take? I cannot take 7, that would be too big, so I can take 3. So that's 27, 8, and 3. That is 38. But then I have nothing left anymore, so it's a dead end. So what about perhaps 27 and 7 works? That is 34. Yeah, there's still something available. I can add a 3 to that. 7 and 3. But that gives me 37. And, well, unfortunately, that's the end of it. It's not far enough. So 27 doesn't work either. Sorry. There's still have to be very complete. Although I know this is not going to work, I have to show it. This gives me 30. but there's nothing to choose anymore, so this again is the end of the story. Okay, so what else we left? Well, the next available thing that we could hope for is 23. Okay, so remember, it could very well be that we have to walk through the whole tree because there is no solution. Okay, so 23. I can combine this with 16. 23 and 16, they give, sorry, it's a little bit, let me write it a little bit better here because, sorry. So 23 and 16, that is 39. But there's nothing that I can add to that anymore, so that's a dead end. Okay, what about 23 and 13? Okay, that gives me 36. 36. To 36 I can add 7. No, I can add 3. That's the only thing I can add to it. So 23, 13, and 3. That is 39. So 39 is, again, a dead end, because I have nothing left anymore. All right, so the next one is 23, and I'm going to put this here. 23, and so it told I have to back up to 23 and 13. There was nothing I can do anymore, so I back up all the way to 23. And then 23, the next available thing was 8. Okay, so that is, what is this? 31. Okay, 31. So what's the next thing I can take? Well, I can take 7. So that is 20, 32, 8, and 7. That is 38. Okay, that's still okay, 38. And now I can add, there's one more thing I can add. I have a 3, and that's exactly what I need. I get 41. So this is 41. So this is the solution. Okay, there could be other solutions, but we have found a solution, and then we stop. That's the backtracking. Okay, that is one type of problem that I want you to be able to do. I'll do similar like that. You have to show me the full tree. Don't forget to do even steps where you see it's not going to work. You have to go until the very end when there is nothing left anymore to take. Okay, so what I mean to say is don't stop here. You have to take one more because there is one more choice, or the same here, right? Keep going until you have nothing else to choose anymore. Okay. The next problem, we talked, the other problem that we did backtracking was the queen problem. Now, we have seen that in the homeworks it is a lot of work, right? This could be very time consuming. So I'm going to make a modified version of the queen problem. And so this is what I want to do. I'll show you. Let me make it into a different paper here that makes it better. Okay, I'm going to take this paper. So here's my queen. My board, 1, 2, 3, 4, okay, here, but it's a weird board. No, don't do this to me. Oh, that's a stupid thing. I want to play on this board, and I want to put queens on this board. Now this is, sorry, I shouldn't have made it. Sorry, I'm going to redo this because this is way too big. Sorry. It's a nice picture, but we need to make copies of this thing all the time. So this is how it looks like. I don't know what you call this kind of weird board, and we have to put well, maximum 3 queens, right? Because there are only 3 columns. We know that one thing, every queen has to be in a different column, also in a different row. There are 5 rows, but there are only 3 columns, so there only be 3 queens. The question is, put these 3 queens so that they don't hit each other. Okay, we start. The first thing we do is, so this is the start here, okay, the empty board, okay. The first thing I do is put my queen in the very top. Remember, in this thing we are systematically, at each level, we put a queen in the next column, and we try to put always the highest row possible. And if not, then we backtrack to the next highest, and the next, and so on. So my first queen is put. What does she black out? Let's put the blackouts in red. Well, none of these positions can be used anymore. So the first choice I have for my second queen is, oh sorry, no, I have to draw. I'm gonna draw the tree. It takes a little bit while, but it is good to do this. Of course, I can backtrack because I have this nice button here on top that lets me undo things, right? That's really is backtracking, undoing. But You don't have that, and in a quiz you cannot do this, so you have to show me all the steps. So, okay. So the next position that the queen is available is this one, right? So I should have perhaps done the drawing of the dots only here. Let me not draw the dots here, because we don't need to know it there. We just made the choice. But here we need to know where is the first available position. That is there. Okay. So now we try to see where can I put a queen again. So if I now look at this board and try to put the third queen, this is level 3, we try to put the third queen, right? So we have an X here and X here. So what is all excluded? Of course, all these columns, both these columns are gone, this row is gone, but also this is gone because of the second queen. In other words, there is no solution. So this is a dead end. What does this mean? I have to back up to the previous position, and I have to choose a new possibility here, namely the possibility. So putting my second queen in the third row doesn't work, so I have to go put it in the fourth row. Okay, just to make sure, right? So this is still, remember, these are the positions. The previous position I tried now, so the next position is this one. Okay, all right. So where is my third queen gonna go? So you see, luckily the levels, it's not that many levels, so the trees are not going to be extremely big. So here is X and here is X. So let's put dots here. This, of course, the two columns are out. The problem is now this is out and this is out. So again, no solution. Okay, that doesn't work. So I backtrack to this one level higher, and I decide to make my queen, put my queen even lower. Okay, so what are I tried this position, didn't work. Tried this position, didn't work. So the next one I can do is this position. Okay, but again we could already have drawn this, but I just want to be very complete here. So what is still available here? Well, this is out, this is out. Diagonally, this is out, and this is also out, because don't forget, she can go diagonally, this queen. She doesn't have to pass this. Yeah, so I'm assuming this is a valid move for her, right? She can go right through the corner here, so to speak. Okay, so there's no position for the third queen. So I have to back up to the second queen, but I exhausted all possibilities for the second queen, so I have to go to the first queen. And so what is the next possibility for the first queen? Well, that is that the first queen goes one row lower. So she goes here. Okay, all right. There, if you want to insist, you go there. Then let's see what we have here. So if she is here, where can I put my second queen? Okay, so this is out, this is out. A lot of things are out. So second queen, I don't think you're gonna, okay, we put her here. That's the first available spot. What does it do for my third queen? Do we have an option here? So X here, X here. So these, of course, are all out just by virtue of the columns. But then this row is out, and this is also out because of this queen, of course, right? She can catch this. So again, no solution here. Okay, so let's see what else can I do here. So what are my options? So this is the queen. Remember, this queen blocks already quite a lot. So it seems very unlikely, but okay, I still have one option left. I can put her here. Right, that's the only other option for my second queen. All right, so where can my third queen go now? Let's see, is there anything still available? So X here and X here. What is blocked out? Oh, this is clearly blocked out. This is clearly blocked out. The diagonal for her blocks this out, and diagonal for her also blocks this out. They block out the same spot. Ah, look at that. There is no. What is this? Why is it doing this? So we have a spot available for my third queen. It's a bit unexpected, but we do have a solution here. No queen can catch the other queen on this weird board. So I'm going to do this for you. So a weird board, or a board where certain places they cannot stand, something like that, to to make the problem not too long. The trees you see, this is not too long a tree, right? It takes, so it doesn't take that much work. All right, so that will be our quiz 16, and I think we will do probably one more quiz. I don't know yet how many more after this.